Hi, everyone. Still waiting in the waiting room?
Aaron, can you co-host me when you get a chance?
I don't think I have the ability as a co-host to co-host other people. Joe has to.
Couldn't do that with the other characters. So they hired a selection of voice actors to cover these character voices. And one actress chosen was Katy Matsumoto. At the time, she was a fairly...
Okay, so it looks like we're live, so we'll wait for folks to start coming into the room. 425.
Shall we admit? All right, here we go.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Daily Antidote of Song. Hello to everyone in the Zoom room, and hello to those out there on Facebook Live. It's like the 425th day. It's incredible. Woo, woo, woo. I see you, Deborah. We're here with Joanna, Reiner, Wilkinson of CDSS. So happy to be here. Aaron Geyer's in the room as well. And we've got Michael and Anney Barrett over there in my top corner who will share some lovely song with us. And Katy German, also from CDSS, is here to help us host today. And Jo is somewhere in the room, y'all. So keep an eye out for her. She's spying. She's backstage today, but she's here. So welcome everyone. Hey Deli, how's it going? Hi Aloysius on the road. Hey Al, how you doing? Al Christians, everybody make sure you peek him too at some point. Hi Deborah Denenfield. Hey Mom. Phoebe, Julie in Ontario, Sheila Ginsburg, Beth, I don't know where you're coming from, but that's a cool background. Hi, good morning or good afternoon, Isabel. Welcome. Hi, Arlene. Good to see you again. Annette, Susan Miller in Seattle, Bob in Tucson, Kathleen in Albuquerque. Welcome. Hi, Anne and Bonnie. Hi, Bob Walker in Maryland. Hey, Steve Finner, I hope you had a good birthday last month. Hi, Carolyn. Hey, Jamie, how's it going in Victoria? Storm's in the room. Good afternoon, Sue. Hello, Gary. Hi, Luda in Victoria also. And Carolyn, good to see you. Nancy's cow over there enjoying the sun. Hey, Karen. Hi, Ida. Are you back in the States? Cool. Hi, LMG. I don't know you very well yet, but it was really cool to see that the music that you showed off yesterday. Let's see. Oh, Ray Rossi. Joe's on her way to see you, I believe. And I think that's everyone on camera. And to all of you off camera, it's really good to see some familiar names as well. So welcome back, everyone. Good to see you. And I'm passing it over to you, Joanna.
Thanks, Katy. It's great to be here, and I'm delighted to be here with Katy German, the Executive Director of CDSS. And we're happy to be co-sponsoring the Daily Antidote this week to meet all of you and talk to you about our camp programs this summer. Katy, what do you want to talk about here? Oh, we have to be able to unmute you. So I'll talk for a second while we figure out how to unmute Katy. What we're doing this week, as we have various performers, is trying to feature different folks who have been on staff or who will be on staff for the different camp weeks we have going this summer. And today we are delighted to talk about Early Music Week. And we have Michael and Anney Barrett here today who will sing a song for us. So, Michael and Anney, let's turn it over to you.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, welcome.
We thought we would start with some warm-ups since we're both choral people, and let's kind of get our voices going. So the first thing I want you to do is put your hands on your belly and take a big breath in and feel your belly go out. And blow out an F for a nice long time. It's so good for us to have these long exhales in the middle of the day. Let's do it one more time on S, like sing. Oh, we have so much air, so much more air than we think sometimes.
A lot of snakes in the room today.
So let's stretch our faces. So we're going to do humming and chewing in the low part of our range. So low and grumbly, just like this. Stretch out your face muscles. And also feel where you feel that resonance in your body. When it's low, I feel it in my chest. Now, right in the middle, kind of where you talk. Is your face buzzing? My face buzzes right around my nose. Yeah, I see that other people's faces buzz around their nose. Our heads are our instrument. And so, knowing where the resonance happens in your skull, in your body is so good. And now try way up high and squeaky. Where do you feel that? I feel it in my forehead. You might feel it in the top of your head. You might feel it in the back. Or someplace else. Our instruments are all so different. So how's your voice feeling now? Do you want to do a little bit more warming up?
Maybe just a little bit.
All right.
All right. Let's try an old standard where we just take one note and we'll sing on different vowels. So that's another way of letting our mouth be flexible and then also getting the resonance really going with these vowel shapes. It's a little bit like making the cone on a gramophone, or how you build your speaker system. And you've been singing every day, many of you, for 400,000 days or something like that. I think we should call Guinness. So let's start about, here's my tuning fork. Don't leave home without it. We'll start here. Let's try this. That order again is E-A-A-O-U. There's a logic to it that I won't get into in the interest of time. So let's try it together. Let's go up by a half step. And you can continue to experience that sort of resonance that Anney was talking about, but in a slightly different way. And every vowel is different and every note is different, but they're all buzzy in various ways. A couple more. Going up again. Good. Now let's change the pattern. We'll do different notes and a little faster. Going up. I have good overtones. A few more. A good breath in every time. Let's say two more. Bonus. And while we're getting a little higher, let's try. And nice and spacious, especially on the top end. And just shake it out a little. Nixonian sort of jowls here. And I think we're ready to get going.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. Do you want to do the Tallis
All right,
Cannon that we
Okay,
changed for
so-
Pinewoods?
Right, so we have a piece in mind, and if we get tired of it, maybe we'll slip in a bonus piece. So, since we've been involved in early music, we thought we would share with you a canon or a round that has been around for a long time. But we decided to change the words to keep things a little more inclusive for everybody involved. And what I've texted to you is chatted to you is the text that we have in mind. Do you want to tell them where this comes from?
Sure. So the Tallis Cannon is very old, but when we were in the woods, in Pinewoods, we decided to use, my little beginner singing class decided to use the last verse of Stopping by the Woods on a Snowy Evening by Robert Frost. And it fits so beautifully with the Tallis Cannon, and it was words that felt really meaningful to the folks at camp, to that feeling of being in the woods that just feels so good. And so old music, older or newer words, and a super new combination that will teach you.
Right. So Thomas Tallis, was around way back when in the 16th century, and he had to work for Catholics and Protestants and change his style back and forth, to appease his various bosses, as many of us have to do these days. So you may know this tune. So we're going to teach, 2 phrases at a time. I think that'll make sense. So first of all, do check those words out by themselves. The woods are lovely, dark, and deep. Iambic tetrameter works well for this. But I have promises to keep, and miles to go before I sleep. And miles to go before I sleep. Ain't that the truth with 2 young children? All right, so we'll start here. I'll just sing the music that goes with the first line. It goes like this. The woods are lovely, dark and deep. Let's sing that together. The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep. Together? But I have promises to keep. Let's do that couplet together. We'll sing it first, and then you can join us. The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep. Together. The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep. Then we go all the way up. And miles to go before I sleep. Let's try there. And miles to go before I sleep. And the last one dips down. And miles to go before I sleep. That last phrase together. And miles to go before I sleep. Let's do those 2 phrases, the last couplet together. And miles to go before I sleep. And miles to go before I sleep. Now this piece, like rounds or cannons, you sing and then you start at a different time. I don't know how many cannons you've done in the last year and a half or so, and the composer miraculously figures out how to work things out in such a way that it works all together. Now the time interval, if I at the risk of getting too technical, with this canon is pretty tight, so there are actually lots of entrances that can happen at once. So if you have some friends or a dog that sings or something like that, bring them all together so that we can get lots of parts going. But before we do the round version, let's all sing the whole thing together. The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep, and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep. Now, I'm a terrible memorizer, so sometimes if I have to memorize and I just have the text in front of me, I try to think of the first note. So we have da 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 dum, ba da 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 da. So those both start on the so-called tonic, and then the third line starts high da 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 da, and then low da 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 bum dun da dum bum bum bum. If you want to add that, and then we'll just loop around for a while. So should we do a tight interval one time through, and then maybe we'll space out, Anney and I, a little farther out so it's a different version. So you can come in anytime. Da 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 dum, ba da da dum, da dum. Right, pretty much come in anywhere, it's likely to work, more or less.
Yep.
Okay, so
Wherever it feels good, you'll know where it feels good to you. This song can take it.
right, any sort of latency, as they say these days. All right, so maybe I'll start and you can come in whenever.
All right.
All right. The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep, and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep. The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep, and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep,
and miles to go before I sleep.
All right. Nice, lovely. I'm sure it was lovely. It was a little soft, but from our point of view, but really lovely. Is anyone struggling with any part of the tune? Anything we could go over for you again? Or is it feeling pretty comfy? I can't really see the chats as they come in, but maybe I should take a quick look. Oh, accordion. Very nice. Good. All right, LOL, things like that. Okay. Okay, good. Let's see what sort of time we have left. What do you think? We have to confer for 10 seconds.
We could do another song, or we could not do another song.
So I could.
Sorry, I'm unmuted now. Yay. Michael and Annie, I could give you a few minutes to confer. If you'd like a few minutes to confer and come back with another song. Does that sound good with Katy and everybody else?
I'd be happy to teach another round.
Yeah, we have another one at the ready. Going
Okay.
ahead, going forward in time for a little bit. Unless, Katy, you wanted some time right now.
We do. I just see that there's someone saying same song, last two lines, please. So how about?
Oh, sure.
How about if we do that? Just a few, spend a little bit more time on that song. I'll talk CDSS stats for just a little bit of time, and then we'll kick it back for a new song.
Absolutely. Good,
Okay.
good. All right. You always want to make them want more. Okay, so the last half of the song starts high. Ba da da da. That's the highest note of the whole round. And each line it's two lines of words the same. So it goes like this. And miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep. And that last line starts low. So let's do that together. And miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep. It is amazing that this many bits of the tune can all get squashed together and make sense. Should we do one more round version with that new knowledge?
Yeah, maybe try out a different interval. Try coming in at a different place and see how that feels.
All right, good. The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep, and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep. The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep, and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep.
Oh, it's really fun to come in on random intervals in that one.
Isn't that neat?
Yeah. Yes, I love it. Oh, okay. I hope that gave everybody enough time to get it in their head. I'm so excited to be here. And again, I've been here before, but I'm excited to be back, and I'm excited to brag on CDSS a little bit. I have, I think, the best job in the world. And it's the best job, not only because we are working year round to bring dance music and song to people everywhere, which just feels good, but it's also endlessly fascinating because at CDSS, we are constantly balancing and going between the local and the national. We're zooming in, we're zooming out, and we're thinking about the past, the present, the future, and the threads that tie those things together. So it is really, really fun to share that with others who don't know about CDSS. We are an organization, as Joel said a few days ago, we're over 100 years old. We have about 3,000 members, mostly on this continent, US and Canada, but some in other places. And there are almost 300 affiliate groups that work with us. Some of them get insurance from us. Some of them just get advice. Some of us give us advice and we listen and we work to share knowledge and make other communities stronger year round. So this week we've been really focused on camps and our camp programming because registration just opened and we're really excited about it. But I want to make sure you all know that CDSS works year round. Some of the other things that we do for folks is we grant out money. We granted out over $15,000 in community grants last year and last 2 years. Sorry, 2 years ago. Last year was wonky. Don't count last year. But when people were gathering in person, they apply for grants from us and we give those out to try to help people far and wide get things going in their communities or try something new or engage in interesting collaborations. We also offer over $40,000 each year in scholarship money to our own camp programs. And some of those are focused on nurturing the next generation of leaders, callers. So this is something that that really takes year-round work. What we're most excited about right now, and it's work that Joanna is leading up for us, we're stepping into year-round programming. So up to now, for the last 100 or so years, our main way of investing in humans and creating training opportunities for them to inspire them and send them back to their communities has been at our in-person camps. We're going to continue that. That's going to keep going. But we're adding on to that because of all that we've learned in this last year, our opportunities online and in regional settings to help bring this experience and knowledge where people are and really work to build up regions and local communities. Because we're always thinking about what's happening, what's going to happen 50 years from now. We care about today, we care about tomorrow, we care about the next 5 years, but we also really care about the next 50 years. And that's a fun, it's a fun thing to be focused on. So one of the things I want to say about Early Music Week, a lot of people ask, why Early Music Week? It seems, compared to some of our other weeks like American and Contra Dance Week, it feels very academic and very focused on old European white dudes, basically, you know, from the 16 and 1700s. So why is that? Well, I like to call Early Music Week and early music the roots music of English country dancing. English country dancing as a style and the way that we understand it, the way that we phrase it, even the new choreography for English country dancing, it fits into kind of this mold. It matches the music and it matches the phrasing, and there are things that we expect that make the English country dance style, that keep that constant, you know, from past, present to future. That was all rooted and created in the time of early music, so Renaissance and Baroque music. So understanding, having a solid understanding of that time period of music is rewarding in of itself for musicians, we know that, but it also creates a really healthy platform for the continuation of English country dancing and what is special about English country dancing. And for those of you that don't know, one difference is contra dance, there's a set of moves and you can pair that with any kind of music you want. You can pick a tune and it really changes the feel of a dance. A dance feels very different with like a minor driving tune versus a light and bubbly tune. With English country dancing, the tune and the music are paired intentionally together. They are mutually reinforcing, and it's a very important component of English country dancing. So when you come to Early Music Week, You'll get a lot of that really solid foundation in the musicality and the principles of early music. But what you'll also have is you'll have English country dancing bringing in, and you'll get to really just dive in and explore the beauty of that connection. Another way I think about it a lot is there's a lot of perfection in joy, right? So like if you just there's something really important for us humans to just bliss out and not worry about getting it perfect and not worry about getting it right, and just be joyful, happy, frolicking people together. Vitally important, and that's a big part of a lot of what we do. But the flip side of that is just as true. There is a very particular, amazing joy when you do something excellently, when you work really hard and you hone in and you hit that just right. To me, I feel like that's what Early Music Week and English Week does for me. There's this opportunity to really, really hone in on musician skills, dancing skills, understanding how they fit together, and have these elevated group music and dance experiences. So that's why we have Early Music Week. That's why we're continue to have it. It's roots music for English country dancing, and we all understand how fun roots music can be. So, okay, I'm gonna stop talking now. I'm gonna turn it back over to Michael and Anney. Thank you all so much for sharing your music with us.
Thank you so much. It's really fun to hear you speak about Early Music Week in the broader context of things, because our only Pinewoods experiences have been at Early Music Week so far. We started going, you remembered, I couldn't remember.
We started going in 2011. In 2015, we brought our 6-week-old baby. And it was my first time, as a new mom, passing off the baby to a community of lovely, wonderful, safe people. It was just, I felt so held by the community at camp. It was such an important experience. And now our kids, who are 3 and 5, have been, every summer of their life that there has been camp available for them. It's been so special. Yeah. Should we just do, let's see. Should we talk more about camp, or should we close out with a song? A song. Okay. All right.
Fantastic.
Let's just finish up then and do "The Woods Are Lovely" one more time, because now I'm just thinking about camp. That's where I want to be, in the woods.
And that's the only song we all know. So, all right, back to the fork. Ooh, there's our first note. Okay. Can you recall from your long-term memory all those minutes ago? And you can sing it with me, or with Anney, or as a round, whatever you prefer. The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep, and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep. The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep, and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep. Lovely, everybody. It's been so great to share this with you, and just to be gathered here, remotely albeit, for a little bit of time together, and to find out about this fantastic program of singing every day. What a wonderful phenomenon.
Yeah, it's amazing. We weren't aware of the Daily Antidote, and now I'm so glad we are.
And we are so glad that you were able to join us. Thank you so much for sharing this beautiful, beautiful round with us. And thank you to Joanna and Katy for telling us more about CDSS It is just such a phenomenal community, and we loved singing with you. So unfortunately, we can't stay today for extra chat, but just hang on until tomorrow because we will have some chat when we are live from Pinewoods. So first, we would love to say goodbye to all of our friends out there on Facebook Live. Thank you so much for being with us, and we'll see you tomorrow.